What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Michael here with a brand new video on Fallout 4. This time it's an Is It Worth It video about the solar powered perk. Now the solar powered perk requires you to have 10 endurance, and at the first rank it gives you +2 endurance and +2 strength during the hours of daylight, which in Fallout 4 are between 6 AM and 6 PM. At the second rank, your radiation will slowly disappear over time during these daylight hours, and at the third rank you'll be restoring health over time very slowly. But is it worth it? Now, the short answer is actually no. The second rank and third rank of solar powered are basically never worth it, and here's why. The second rank is about radiation. Now, radiation, flat out, it's not a problem in Fallout 4. You can avoid radiation very easily, and more importantly, rat-away is extremely common. I've never had a problem with radiation in this game, and I know heaps of people who haven't either, and they've had low endurance characters. I mean, it's simply not an issue. And if it is an issue and you have endurance, you may as well just invest in rad resistance instead of investing all the way up to 10 with your special points, especially at the start of the game when you're picking. You may as well say have 7 endurance, unless you really want 10 endurance, and then put those special points in something else like luck or agility, especially if you're building a melee character, which is basically the only time when solar powered is worth it. With the health regen, okay, you can just get the medic perk, and then you'll just regenerate so much health using stim packs, and stim packs are everywhere, just like rat-away. With all ranks of the medic perk, you just pop one stim pack and bang, you get all your health back. I mean, if you're playing on survival, things will be a bit harder, but even still, just use the stim packs. They're everywhere. Get medic. It's a much better investment. Basically, even on a character that only has 1 intelligence, just get the intelligence bobblehead and pop some points in medic. The health regeneration is also extremely slow. Even if you couple it with Life Giver, it's nothing fantastic, and even then, just get Life Giver. Have more health through Life Giver and get the health regeneration that way without having to spend points going all the way up to 10 endurance just to get +2 endurance. Solar powered is worth it for melee characters because of the +2 strength. Yes, +2 endurance is good, but +2 strength is where it's at. Every point of strength you have gives you +10% damage with your melee and unarmed weapons, meaning +2 is going to give you 20% extra damage with melee and unarmed. This means if you have a strength character who uses melee weapons, this is perfect. Solar powered is also worth it for characters that are going to be using heavy, high damage melee weapons too. If you have, say, a Ripper or a small little dagger, 20% damage isn't heaps, like especially for a Ripper, but if you were to have a super sledge, for example, 20% damage is quite a lot. So that's something else you should take into account. But, of course, it's not really worth investing perks all the way up to 10 endurance. There's so many things you can have in strength to make your melee damage really high already, like Rooted and Big Leagues, and if you really want high damage, the damage is in luck. That's where it's at. Get agility, get blitz, something else. You really don't have to invest all the way up to 10 endurance just to get +2 strength only during daylight hours and only to get 2 more points of endurance. Again, if you have low endurance, you may as well just put perk points into things like toughness, which is just great to have anyway, for 50 more points of damage resistance at the final rank. And then again, I know you think, well, why couldn't you just put these points up to 10 and then get solar powered? Trust me, luck or agility or something else for a melee character is just what you need. Now, as I said, it is worth it for melee characters who have high endurance anyway. If you want to make a character like I did, like the Raider build, if you haven't seen it, check it out. The Raider build starts with 10 strength and 10 endurance. Now you can get solar powered and you'll do 20% more melee damage and you'll have extra endurance just to stay alive, which is really helpful, and it's only 1 perk point that you need to invest. But again, the whole point of this is only get solar powered if you are going to have high endurance. Maybe 9, you could invest an extra point and get solar powered. Maybe 8, but probably not. If you have 7 endurance and you're like at the start of the game tossing up like, oh, should I put 3 more points into endurance to get solar powered, or should I put it in something else like luck to have better criticals, or agility for more VATS gameplay? Definitely pick the agility or luck. There's no need to waste those points going up endurance if you weren't dead set on having a massive tank character in the first place. And that's basically it, guys. Solar powered is not worth it unless you are a melee character, and at that, a melee character who also wants to be a massive tank and start with quite high endurance. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been Michael with another Worth It video, and I'll see you all soon, ready to nerd out with a Fallout 4 build, the Sharpshooter.